What is up, guys? Today we're doing a full review on my 2023 Hustler Raptor XDX. Did a short video and a lot of you commented and asked for a full review, so here it is. I bought this back in June to replace, I had a Hustler Raptor that was like a 2013, 2014, and there's a quick video put in right here of when I picked up this unit next to the old one. Today is a big day. I just picked up this Hustler Raptor XDX this past weekend. First brand new zero turn I've ever bought. Always bought used machines. Replacing my 2012, 2013 Hustler Raptor with a 52-inch cut. Decided to go with the 60-inch cut on this one, but I actually have somebody coming to look at the old mower tonight, and hopefully we're going to get that sold. So just really quick, wanted to put these side by side so you can kind of see the comparison size wise. If you're thinking about buying the XDX, want to cover a few things that really drew me to this machine. So significantly nicer, more heavy duty. The 60-inch deck is definitely something that I wanted. There's some people who say the 52-inch deck or 54, whatever the smaller one now is of that, has a better blade speed, so you might get a nicer cut, but I wanted a 60-inch cut. I mow a lot behind our pole barn and have a decent amount to mow in the front and the backyard as well. So wanted the 60-inch cut. There was a number of things that drew me to the Hustler. I looked at Bad Boys, I looked at Scags, I looked at X Marks. I was in the $5,000 to $7,000 range. Getting into the $8,000 to $9,000 to $10,000 range was a little bit more than I wanted to spend. To be completely honest with you, I really wanted the Hustler Fastrak, but it was just a little bit too much. So here's some paperwork, and you can actually see, let's see if that'll focus. So Hustler was doing a promotional in the spring, and they might even still be running it through the summer, where you can get 350 bucks off. And so I paid $65.99 for it, and then I think they had the, I'm trying to do the math now. Anyways, got 350 bucks off, and came with kind of your normal stuff. Came with your manual, tube for oil change. This was some literature just comparing the different models. And then I actually installed this deck assist spring. So this is your part number. It was like 50 bucks, and I was able to get it through my Hustler dealer. It makes lifting this deck much easier. If you're gonna get this mower, I would recommend grabbing that, and it's incredibly easy to install. So don't need to do a video on how to install it because it's literally just a couple bolts. One thing I've noticed about this thing is that the big bite tires, some people complain about these. The traction isn't fantastic in certain spots. I notice when I'm mowing and it's a little bit wet, they tend to slip. I guess getting back a little bit to why I chose a Hustler. I did look at a Bad Boy. I think ZT Elite was kind of the price point that I could have gotten for about the same price. I went with the Hustler for a number of different reasons. So the integrated parking brake is kind of nice. So with the Hustler, if you haven't had one before, the parking brake is integrated into the handles, okay? Bad Boy has a parking brake next to the handles, okay? I liked that. I was familiar with that, and that kind of drew me back towards the Hustler. It also has a smooth track steering, which is like a patented Hustler thing, so it feels very smooth as you're going. I really wanted a Kawasaki, again, which you can get with a Bad Boy. You can get basically with any of the big mower brands. The commercial style transmissions. It's a 3200. So this is kind of like the homeowner, right? The homeowner style transmission, but it's kind of commercial grade. It's a decent serviceable transmission. And one of the other things that really kind of drew me to this machine was just the familiarity that I had with my dealer. Really like the dealer. They're close, they're on my way to work. So it's like 10 to 15 minutes there, 10 to 15 minutes back. If I ever have a problem, I do my own maintenance, but if there's a warranty issue, I don't want to be driving further. The bad boy dealer that I went to look at was just a little bit further away. I really liked this deck. This deck was a huge selling point to me. So the Hustler Raptor XDX, this model, has the Fastrak deck. So you may not know that. That's a little tip that I got from, man, it was either another video or it was my Hustler dealer. So it's the same deck. Actually, you know who it was? It was a guy I was watching doing Mower reviews. He's in Texas. I'm gonna totally blank on his name. K&G Mowers, shout out to you. I was watching a lot of your videos because you're a bad boy in a Hustler video. If you're out there watching this, thank you for the tips. You mentioned that the Raptor XDX has the Fastrak deck. So that's one thing that kind of drew me to this. It's a commercial grade deck. It's incredibly heavy duty, and this is a little dirty. I haven't washed it yet. I've just been blowing it off with my backpack blower every night. This is kind of an interesting talking point. Let me know in the comments, do you power wash your deck? A lot of people say if you power wash after the spindles get hot, after you mow, you can ruin the deck. So let me know, do you power wash or do you hand wash? And what do you do for the bottom of the deck? I'm interested to kind of hear from y'all. And the last piece that, you know, like I mentioned about the price, they were having that special, Hustler was having that spring sales event, and for 350 bucks off, it got me down to a reasonable amount. So all in all, I was out the door for less than 7 grand, and I bought some oil and a filter. I did change the oil already on this. You're supposed to change it at 10 hours, so we're now at 21.3. A couple things to note under the seat. So this battery, they've kind of gone to a different style, sealed AGM, smaller kind of a battery. And when I was at the dealer, asked them about it, asked if they had any problems. And he said, just make sure that you keep it on a trickle charger in the winter or take it out. And the other thing that I remember, Kevin from K&G Motors, the guy in Texas I was watching all the Hustler and Bad Boy videos on, he was saying that they do have problems with those, and some of their dealers, they modified this bracket to fit a bigger battery in. I didn't want to do anything to void the warranty. I guess if we run into issues with the battery later, we'll address that. But fuel tank, they've gone to this different style where it has to be vented differently, so a lot of people are complaining about how much fuel you can get in, but it's just you have to fill up a little bit more often because you can't fill it all the way up. But I've been trying to keep this thing clean, so I'll blow it out with my backpack blower every time I'm done mowing. But yeah, so far so good. And I started mowing with this in June, I think. I believe it was June. And it's August now when I'm shooting this video, end of August. And my son, my helper, is not here. He's at soccer practice, so normally he'd kind of be the person demoing this unit. Really liked the Kawasaki engine, obviously. My old one had that, and I had 0 problems. I think the Kawasaki is the most reliable engine that's out there. Kohler, I've kind of had like mixed reviews from people, but anytime I talk to a dealer, they don't have any issues with the Kawasaki's. Obviously, you got to keep the air filter clean is huge. Cleanliness is next to godliness when it comes to lawnmowers. But it's a great mower. I've loved it so far. No issues. And like I said, if you're thinking about getting the XDX, I think it has a nice spot for me because we mow probably, I would say probably 2.5 to 3 acres when all's said and done. Keep an eye out for videos on these guys if you like OBS Chevy trucks. So that's kind of everything I like about this unit. It's comfortable. I will say we have a really rough terrain, really bumpy ride, and you can get flex forks you can get flex forks for the XDX. I've not gotten them yet. I've thought about it. I may do that next year. It seems to use a little bit more gas than my old one, so a little bit of a gas hog, but a really nice unit. If you have any questions on this, whether it's on this model, if it's on the deck spring assist, just let me know. Post them in the comments. I'd be happy to do like a follow-up video if people are curious about this. The end of the year, the end of the season, a lot of people might be thinking, hey, maybe I can get a deal. Maybe I can go in and snag one that's on the showroom and they just want to move it. Would absolutely highly recommend the Hustler Raptor XDX. And if you're into lawnmowers and you found us through this video, stay tuned. We just picked up this Kubota 2100. It's a diesel, and we're into all things lawnmowers. So I'll show you just a quick peek. It's a couple push lawnmowers that we just picked up. Those are yet to be released. We've got 3-wheelers, snow blowers, Yamaha PW50. This is what we're into. Free lawnmowers. Anything that you can see with a motor and wheels. That's what we do. So thanks for watching this, guys. If you enjoyed, check out the rest of our videos, and have a great day. Thank you.